Imagine being exposed to 17 times the lethal dose of radiation. That's the chilling reality Hisashi Uchi, a Japanese nuclear power plant worker, faced. This tale is not for the faint of heart, as it delves into the unimaginable horror of radiation exposure and the unspeakable torment endured by its victim. Hisashi Uchi was at work at the JCO nuclear facility in Tokimura when a criticality accident occurred. A grave error in procedure led to a self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction, and Hisashi was exposed to a fatal dose of radiation. 17 times the lethal dose, to be precise. The aftermath was catastrophic. Hisashi's body began to break down at a cellular level, a process so gruesome and disturbing that it's been seared into the annals of nuclear history. His skin sloughed off, his internal organs failed, and his chromosomes were obliterated. He was, in essence, a man dissolving. Despite the clear signs that recovery was impossible, Hisashi was kept alive. For 83 excruciating days, he was subjected to a series of medical experiments. Doctors, in their desperate bid to understand the full effects of radiation, pushed the boundaries of medical ethics. Hisashi's decaying body became a living laboratory, a test subject for the macabre curiosity of science. Hisashi's ordeal was as much psychological as it was physical. Imagine knowing that your body is disintegrating from the inside out, that each new day brings only further suffering. Yet, Hisashi endured. He battled against the inevitable with a strength that was both heart-rending and awe-inspiring. In the end, after a gut-wrenching 83 days, Hisashi's ordeal was finally over. Hisashi Uchi's story is a chilling reminder of the destructive power of nuclear energy when it spirals out of control. It's a tale of human resilience in the face of unthinkable adversity, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a man who endured the unendurable. His tragedy serves as a stark warning, a clarion call for responsibility, caution, and respect for the formidable power we wield. From the depths of horror comes the tale of Fan Man-yi, the victim of the infamous Hello Kitty murder. The chilling tale begins in Hong Kong, where Fan was subjected to unimaginable torture by her captors. Starved, beaten, and forced to endure unspeakable cruelty, Fan's life was a living nightmare that lasted an agonizing month. The torment didn't end with her death, however. In a twisting of the knife that defies comprehension, her tormentors decided to boil Fan's head until it was nothing but a skull. The final act in this macabre saga. They stuffed the skull inside a Hello Kitty doll, transforming an innocent symbol of childhood into a grotesque trophy of their heinous deeds. A tale that truly turns the stomach. Fan Man-yi's story is a stark reminder of the depths of human cruelty. It's a grim testament to the extremes of inhumanity, forever encapsulated in the haunting image of a Hello Kitty doll. Sometimes nature bites back, as Scottish botanist Dr. David Douglas discovered in the most tragic way. Dr. Douglas, the namesake of the Douglas fir tree, was a passionate botanist, deeply committed to the study and discovery of new plant species. His work took him to the lush landscapes of Hawaii, a paradise filled with diverse flora and fauna. However, this paradise would soon become the setting for his chilling demise. Dr. Douglas mysteriously vanished, leaving behind a trail of questions. The widely accepted theory paints a grim picture of his last moments. Imagine falling into a huge pit lined with sharp spikes, a pit designed as a trap for wild bulls. Now imagine one of these beasts plummeting in after you, sealing your fate with its colossal weight. The man who gave his name to the Douglas fir tree met a fate as sharp as the tree's needles. Bizarre and brutal, the following incidents are a testament to the unpredictability of life and death. Take Jose Malena, for instance. He spent 2 agonizing hours slow-cooked in an industrial oven, trapped alongside scorching aluminum cans. A grim reminder of how a regular day at work can take a horrific turn. Then there are the victims of what's known as fatal water overdose, a strange phenomenon where the consumption of too much water leads to fatally low sodium levels. Imagine participating in a contest to win a gaming console, only to lose your life in the process. That's precisely what happened to a woman in 2007, who drank 6 liters of water in 3 hours, succumbed to hyponatremia, and passed away. In 1921, a New York congressman named Michael F. Farley met his end in an equally baffling way. His demise was the result of an anthrax infection, contracted from his shaving brush. It's a chilling testament to how everyday objects can harbor deadly secrets. The tale of Paul Thomas, a wool mill owner from Connecticut, is another oddity. In a swift, unfortunate accident in 1987, Thomas was wrapped in 800 yards of yarn and suffocated, a stark reminder of how rapidly life can unravel. Then there's the case of Basil Brown, a health enthusiast from Britain. Brown drank himself to death with carrot juice in 1974, the excessive consumption damaging his liver beyond repair. His story is a cautionary tale against the dangers of overindulgence, even in the seemingly healthy. In 1919, Boston witnessed a catastrophe of a unique kind, a molasses flood. A giant tank burst, releasing 2.3 million gallons of molasses, resulting in a sticky, deadly flood that claimed 21 lives. A bizarre tragedy that forever stained the city's history. Lastly, consider the unfortunate Brazilian man, João Maria de Souza. His fate was sealed when a cow fell through his roof and onto him as he slept. A surreal end that highlights the sheer randomness of life and death. From the mundane to the extraordinary, these stories serve as a reminder that life can be as unpredictable as it is fleeting. As we delve into these grim tales, we're reminded of the unusual and often horrifying ways in which life can abruptly end. From the unthinkable exposure of Hisashi Uchi to the chilling Hello Kitty nightmare, each story paints a picture of the fragility and unpredictability of human life. The perils faced by botanist Dr. David Douglas and the rapid-fire misfortunes experienced by others, including those who suffered from a fatal water overdose, remind us of the dangers lurking in the most unexpected places. The stories of a congressman's anthrax-laden shave, a wool mill owner's suffocating accident, a health food enthusiast's tragic overindulgence, and the bizarre incidents of the molasses flood and the cow falling through a roof, all serve as stark reminders of the stranger-than-fiction nature of our existence. In life's rich tapestry, these threads of tragedy serve as a chilling reminder of our own mortality. Until next time, keep exploring the extraordinary side of history.